Let it rip! Hello, welcome to BeyTalk. I have to say, for a third episode, I am actually excited about this one. To be honest, I never actually thought I'd get so many comments of appreciation and admiration. So that just stirs me to do this even more. Today we are looking at a Bey that is fast, aggressive, and deals swift blows. Now, who do we all know does that? That's right, ninjas. They can strike from the blind spot, but sometimes they can just weaken themselves by keeping themselves a little too small. And that's kind of the point. And that's true in Beyblade, because if you're fast, you lose a lot of stamina. If you're strong, you lose a lot of speed. And there's always going to be weaknesses in Beyblading. But you gotta fit your own battle style and customize a Bey to your specificity. Something that'll work for you. So today I'm gonna review a Bey a Bey customization that I actually like because it has been known to actually win games. It's another 0G. I know I've done a lot of those, but trust me, there's going to be others. So, today we're going to be looking at a legendary beast. One that is been found in myth and is as beautiful to look at as it is powerful and fast and aggressive. So join me today as we witness the power of a Zerago Bey. Let's do it. For this Zerago Bey, we are going to need the Zerago face bolt and warrior wheel from 0G, the Ninja element wheel, the Wing Attack 130 spin track, and we are going to need the Extreme Flat performance tip. Now, I will say that I have had problems with the XF performance tip a lot. It originally came with my Omega Draconis 85 XF. And every time I tried to launch it, the XF performance tip just made the Bey go wild. And so I thought this P-tip would be useless to use. Until I actually put it onto one of my other taller profile spin tracks, and I gotta say it made it a lot less aggressive. Because honestly, if you use, and I figured it out, it was the performance tip and the spin track. You see, if you use a spin track that is way too low profile, even the best flat tip performance tips will go crazy and make you go bouncing all around the place. The Omega Draconis 85 XF just wasn't working properly. It would just bounce along the walls and get a self-sleep out. The opponent wouldn't even have to do anything. All they'd have to do is just stay in the middle. So I decided to never use this performance tip with spin track ever again. So I was thinking to myself, ninjas are masters of deception, speed, and swift attacks. So I figured, why not give it a little bit of sneakiness to it. And, to be honest, this bay configuration was actually a gift to a friend of mine who I made this bay for because he was a newbie to the Ultimate Bladers. He's not there anymore, unfortunately. And in the roleplay universe, he left it to me. I miss him. But, as they say, time waits for no one. So, I decided. So, whenever he was still around, I made this for him, and he loved it. So, let's get to the building it up, I mean. Ugh. I am so sorry. It's Halloween is coming up, and let's face it, lots of nasty ghouls will come about. And ninjas are also known for their jump scare tactics, startlement. They'll get you. So I figured, since Halloween is here, it's perfect to do a ninja theme bay. So, now you're going to have to be careful whenever putting this together because the wing attack spin track will move around on you. So take my advice, never hold it by the wings, because it will not work properly. There we go. Just tighten that down a little bit. Whoop. And then attach the performance tip. Now, in order to attach a performance tip to this bay, you cannot use your hands like some do. Instead, you gotta use the tool. And there we have Ninja Zirago Wing Attack 103XF. Now, I will admit, I was a little skeptical on this build whenever I first made it, but then I realized in the roleplay universe, it's perfect because the XF performance tip makes it so fast. And no, I'm not going to be launching this. I will be saving that for another video. Because as I said in my last episode, you do not use a flat performance tip on a flat surface. You do not use it outside of a base stadium. Trust me, it does not end well. Now, the main thing about the bay is supposed to be the XF performance tip and this part, the wing attack. It has a free spinning portion in which it's usually used to deflect attacks. But because of the performance, because of the warrior wheel and the element wheel sticking out so far, it does not want to strike properly. It does not want to work properly. As a matter of fact, unless your opponent is using a lower profile performance or spin track, and a bay that goes down lower to, say, attack the element wheel, this basically won't work. But when the opponent sees it, they'll hesitate. But you never know, that wing attack may come in handy. And it certainly does. I've actually tested this thing in my base stadium once before. It has been known to actually grant a little bit of stability to it, to the bay. Plus, I've also noticed that that it actually does work. Whenever it sometimes comes off the bay stadium, it stays on one of the edges and just comes around, and it does strike the opponent. which that actually helps to lessen the impact on Zerago, but it does cause some damage to the spin track itself, so you gotta be very careful. My friend who requested this bay from me wanted a fast bay that would be fast and aggressive, and I gotta say, this bay actually fits that profile. I'll show how it performs in another video, but for now, we're just gonna leave it alone. I have to admit though, I may have been skeptical about this bay configuration at first, but it works. I swear it works. It's really good to use against those stamina guys. Most people may see it as a detriment, but me, I actually kind of find it enjoyable. That's just a small demonstration of what it can do. As I said, I'm saving this for another video. So I hope you enjoy this episode of BeyTalk. As always, you gotta remember, customization comes from the heart, not the mind. Stick with bay parts that suit you and suit your style. And you don't have to be afraid to ask for help every now and then. So, once again, this has been BeyTalk. Thank you for being with me on my 3rd episode, and so close to Halloween too. Happy Halloween, everyone. Let it rip!